my path is already in place. You know what I mean? I just have a tiny responsibility of like serving now the next generation and just being aware of just the tiny responsibilities I need to do as myself. Ultimately, success is about character, bro. It's about nothing else.
Hey.
Brother.
What's up, man?
All good, man.
I need your help with something.
Sweet, man.
I've got a guest coming in. We need to give him something excellent. Something that signifies the spirit of collaboration.
What kind of person is he?
He's serious, he's a perfectionist, and he's a master at what he does.
Perfect drink for him would be the 1738 sidecar.
Oh, that's the special one?
Yes.
Not the normal one?
Not the normal one.
Thank you.
Cool.
I'll be back. And today, I'm sitting next to a good friend of mine, a collaborator of mine. We've partnered up on numerous projects, particularly my album, which is where we met, and something I'll be forever grateful for. But more recently on the Remy Producers series that came to South Africa for the first time ever. I'm sitting with one of the men who are the backbone of live performance in South Africa, the backbone of studio production, especially in the hip hop community, which we love you for. I'd like to introduce you to Master A-Flat.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've met people on the internet before.
Yeah.
I've connected with people on the internet before. But when I met you, I remember the smell of the room.
Oh, I feel you.
I remember what I was going to do when I met you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I feel you. Yeah.
I remember the way you were sitting.
Yeah.
The way you had your things laid out.
I feel you, bro. Yeah, I feel
Do you get what I'm saying?
I feel you.
I remember how many toilet breaks you went to in your process. You know? And yes, you have to sacrifice a little bit just to move with the times, to gain, you know?
Yeah.
So things are moving faster, the internet's moving quicker, we have more access to all these different markets. But the thing that we're losing value for is that touch. That's another magic that you can't duplicate over the net. And that's why when we did Producer Series, we could have just done Producer Series essay and said, guys, send in your music, here's the winner. But what did we have to do? We had to take them off the internet and put them in a room with us, then put them in a room with other people so we could see the twinkle in their eyes.
I enjoy being with you. I remember that.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? I remember that day very well. I remember the shirt you were wearing, bro. You were wearing like a red shirt, wearing like Jordan 1s.
I used to wear
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That combo I used to wear in Mklampe, 3 days out of 7.
That's crazy, yeah.
Yeah, but
like,
anyway.
You know what I'm saying? But I guess also, I mean, the younger kids, they were born already on the internet, like, so they're doing it, they don't have a choice. Like,
that's what they know.
It's who they are, right?
Yeah.
And I get to see, I got to own like a BlackBerry that I could like use as a hotspot for the laptop, to download a plugin, whatever. This is back when I was like in Soweto, right? So I know a bit of it, like, but I didn't fully engage. So I've been paying attention to it like for the longest time. The purpose I'm serving is to get more information from out of here to help the kids who are coming after me, because I know they have plans just like myself to function as musicians in the world, to be on Ellen, like Nasty C was on Ellen recently, to be like, to be on NPR like right now. That's where we just need to function.
What we're going through now is not something that's gonna hinder you. You're gonna move with it, and we're gonna develop into how the way we collaborate is going to change. It's changing.
It's already changed. You've performed for years. Those songs you were making earlier with Mpura, you can perform tonight and people in England are gonna watch you. I'm not trying to perform at another show here because I've been working in the industry for the last 10 years as a music director.
It can be anywhere.
Literally, bro.
10 years. When you started playing the keyboard, did you think that you were gonna take that background role in enhancing the music? Because everyone always wants to be the star. Everyone wants to be the guy in the front. This is my album, my name is on it. But you spent the past 10 years being behind mega hits, mega artists, mega shows.
I feel you, bro, yeah.
You've done that for 10 years, Was that always the plan of saying, I'm the guy who's gonna put this together and make it sound sweet?
I when I was in high school, I started I used to play the piano since I was maybe 7, keyboard at home, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Then I played in church.
Before you even start speaking about church, I did something special for you. This one is called a sidecar. I don't know if you're familiar with the sidecar.
I'm not, bro.
But me and my brother back there, we just cooked up something for you.
Thank you so much.
You know, we had to come with something nice, so we got a sidecar for you.
Is my one the special one?
Yours is the special one. Let's bring out those sidecars, please.
Thank you, bro.
Before you continue your story,
Yes, sir.
this is the special sidecar
Thank
that
you
we
so
cooked
much,
up
sir.
there in the back for you.
Right. Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Right, so I'm 7, right? Thank you, bro. It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm 7. My dad says, nah, maybe you're gonna have to start playing the piano. I don't know, like it happened, but like at some point I remember I'm on the bed, I'm playing the piano, the church piano, right? Anyway, I obviously wasn't allowed to play it all the time. This is back in Bumalang, you know, where my dad is from.
He's telling you.
No, like, I'm just like, trying to figure it out because I'm 7, I can't remember, right? Or whatever, maybe even younger, actually.
But the piano's, but it's there.
It's there, you know, and I start, he plays the accordion. I start playing, we move to Joburg. And then I'm fully in church now, I'm playing in church. High school, I reconnect with a cousin of mine who went to study music production. Tsegofatso Hutso Tazi, amazing producer, right? Teaches me some stuff. I realize, man, we don't really have money at home. I'm not going to be able to afford going to school. This is now maybe grade 10 even. I can peep it, I can see, because already my sister had to work. My brother started working. But I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do that. Because already my inclination of music like traces back to like 7 years old, right? I'm convinced this is it. And then after high school, I realized, I've obviously started reading as well. I was reading a lot while I was in high school. I then realized, I need an apprenticeship, right? I need to place myself at a studio where I can learn, you know, I'm already producing, you know, but like I can like learn more and like figure out more stuff, you know how it works, right? I go to Sticky Munwana in Media Mill, you know what I mean? Legend.
And that's where we met.
That's where we met, right? I'm serving, I'm operating there. You know, I'm learning now. Now I'm learning how to make these songs exactly how I need to make them. I'm learning how they're mixing the songs. I'm learning how they master the songs, you know. But also, I'm moving like that in the backseat. To answer your question directly, like I'm moving in the backseat because I was raised on principles to serve, right? When you serve, that's when you are at your highest, right? When you serve, that's when you open up crazier and better paths to your life, you know what I mean? Like you get grace, you get crazy blessings. If I decide to serve you, you know, I'm sure you know how it works, right? You have so many people around you who you help, that thing on its own can sustain you forever, right? So I'm already after high school, I'm like, okay, just go serve. Now you're serving, like your father I watched my father serve his entire life as a pastor, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now it's like, to be actually super blessed, you just have to serve. So I'm serving, but the purpose is to learn, go through that apprenticeship until I have enough information to be able to produce my own music at the highest level possible in the world.
But that's why for me, linking up with Remy Producers Series was so important for me, because now we get to be part of the process for these new kids that are coming through that might not have found themselves in the space that we found ourselves in, you know. And when Remy came with the idea, I really thought like the only person I can do this with, if you're talking about producers, is Impilo. And that's exactly who they had, Master A Flat. That process for me was a bit, because we went through so much music, so much great music.
Yeah.
And we had to sit and cut it down. Now, how did it feel for you having to cut it down and come to a final 4?
Bro, like that whole journey for me, like, was so like eye-opening, you know what I mean? We need to be in a position to be doing nothing else but to help the next generation, because they don't have to go through the same things. They literally do not have to, you know what I mean? It would be, we've basically failed if they do. You know what I'm saying? Like if we can't buy like enough laptops. Some people are gonna have to do it without. You know what I mean? Like we did, or whatever the case is. But like, in as much as they were good, you can hear that, yo, this kid is called to be a Metro Boomin. This kid belongs in Calabasas. But you're like, hey, maybe you still need 3 more years, you'll come back. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And they get to learn that also. That's valuable for them. For us, it's a bit difficult to tell them.
You feel me?
That
You feel me?
You might have to put in some more work, and maybe this opportunity will come back again for you. But if you keep putting in the work and it comes back around, you definitely will go further.
And it always does, bro. If you're operating in what you are called to be on this planet Earth, I mean, you always find yourself where you need to function. You don't need to worry about nothing. You know, see, like sometimes a lot of people mention how you need to be out and you need to be at certain spots so that you can link up with people and build and whatever. Nah, my path is already in place. Just being aware of just the tiny responsibilities I need to do as myself, you know, and function as how I need to function, just as myself, you know what I mean? Because ultimately success is about character, bro. It's about nothing else. It's literally about like getting the right character, being an honest human being, all the other values that you need, you know what I mean? Giving, being one of them, you know what I'm saying? So you always find yourself back there.
Yeah,
if you didn't win in 2019, if you meant to be making music, you are going to win in 2021, in 2022 or 2021. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with my personal journey, that's how I see it. It's like, you know, whenever I come against a challenge, now I begin to see them as something that's there to serve me.
And it's difficult in music because the environment in music, at least what it seems, to be successful, you need to be about me. Let me do for me. I need to always end up I need to always end up on top. I need to get everything. I need all the kudos. But really, the more time you spend in it and you have some sort of longevity, you realize, oh, I actually have longevity because I did it with a team, or I did it with a sense of team. I wasn't just doing it for me.
For sure.
I was doing it for the people around me, and hopefully the people around me were doing it for me.
I feel you. Yeah, for sure.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You start realizing, oh man, actually trying to be like a selfish individual in this doesn't
work.
It doesn't give you any sort of longevity, at least creatively, because to be creative, you have to be in connection or share synergies with other people.
Yeah, the Bible says greed steals from the person who's taking. If you become greedy, you're actually not taking from me. You're taking from yourself. If you decide not to share information, if you decide to keep yourself in a room and you're like, oh my God, I'm the best artist, vocalist, or you know, singer or rapper, you are literally without information. You know what I mean? You will have less and less and less and less. But when you decide to share it with everyone else, you have more. You know what I mean?
So I'm guessing success for you is really creating a legacy and a platform that others can come through behind you.
Because I wouldn't be here had AKA Keenan Forbes not opened the door for me and given me that platform to say, yo, function here. You can, in as much as I was serving, I'm not saying I was the wisest guy and I pulled it off. He gave me the platform. He said, yo, here's the platform, you can run. You know what I mean?
Do something.
Do something. You guys, you gave me the platform. You've chased me around. We made that song. That one song for me was enough. You know what I mean? You gave me that platform. You called me a few years later. You said, yo, come fetch the plaque. I said, where? You said, Cal, be dining here in Santon. Come relax and have some nice salmon steak or whatever we were having. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be where, I wouldn't have learned anything. I'd still only have that capacity I had when I was by myself in my room. And producers, mixing engineers. You know what I'm saying? It's not about like anything else, bro. You feel me?
Must stay flat, but Mpilo Shabango, thank you so much for joining us here, man. I appreciate you, and you know, it's a pleasure to have worked with you. And it's really a pleasure to sit and talk to you. Actually,
I'm honored, bro. Thank you, bro.
Thank you, my
Thank you, bro.
Thank you. Cheers, bro.
Thank you.